Check, 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 check. Hello, hello, checking my mic. Let's see if it's working here. So we can see if this works. State of play. Man, I feel like it's been a while since we've had one of these. So I can hear myself. Alright, sounds like we're good. I hope. I'm using a green screen today. I'm feeling very professional. I have my chat up above me. I've got my Knack 3. I'm trying to will it into existence. We're trying to bring Knack 3 into our lives. I have not streamed a Sony event. This is a big deal. Even though I'm a Switch guy, I love Sony events because hopefully these games can come to Switch. That would be awesome. Let's see. Figure out how to do this here. Oh, we got noise. Alright. Once we get more peeps in here, check the volume, but no one's here yet, so. Alright, so let's talk about what we think is going to be here. I think we are definitely due for a Wolverine update. They've been very, very quiet about that. We haven't really heard anything about it since they announced it. I'm kind of worried though, because Insomniac didn't blow me away with Spider-Man 2. I barely got into it and I bounced because I was so bored. I just felt like I had played it already. It was like the first game and Miles Morales all over again, and the Mary Jane missions and the puzzles, and I just had no interest. So I'm hoping that they can right the ship with Wolverine. That'd be great. Any chance of a God of War? Maybe we could get a God of War going. Although I think it's been, I don't know if it's been a long enough time since Ragnarok for a new one of those, maybe. Anything from Hideo Kojima? Mr. should be a movie director and shouldn't be a game producer. That guy just needs to make movies and just get it over with. I don't know why he insists on just making games when he clearly just wants to make movies. But, you know, he wants to keep getting awards from Jeff Keighley and doing his thing, so I can't get into Metal Gear, just Death Stranding, any of that stuff, so maybe he has a fun game up his sleeves, who knows? Or it's just more of this, you know, wanting to be a director stuff that he does. Capcom announcements. Any Monster Hunter, maybe? Mega Man Legends would be cool. If they would finally put out like a Mega Man Legends collection, that would be very cool. Any Silent Hill F stuff? I know Silent Hill F. Been hearing good things about that. But yeah, I would love Knack 3. I don't think it's going to happen. But that's like my pie in the sky. I would freak out if they announce. I think that game is so underrated. It's like a meme. Everyone makes fun of Knack, but I think it's one of my favorite Sony properties, to be honest. Maybe an Astrobot? Could they do another Astrobot? The last one was great and won Game of the Year. One of the favorite games in my household. Me and my kids loved it. We played through the whole thing. I didn't go for the platinum or anything, but it's probably the best platformer of all time. And, you know, this is coming from the Switch guy, so I don't know. Another Astrobot would be really cool. Is there any possibility of them leaning into PSVR 2 anymore? Does anybody care about PSVR 2? I know the 20 people that bought one care about it, but I don't know if that's an install base that they want to start investing into. That device was so expensive. It was, you know, the same price as, I think it was more, wasn't it? $550, I think. It was more than the PS5. So I don't know what they were thinking. VR's dead as far as I'm concerned. It was a gimmick and it didn't work out, and they just need to abandon ship on that, I think. So I don't know. I would like to hear more about Wolverine, because I heard it's going to be mature. So you can't make a Wolverine game without it being mature. Like this, it's got to be bloody, it's got to be visceral, it's got to be violent. He's got huge claws. Like, you know, if he's, you know, some of those old school X-Men games, he was slashing people and nothing was happening. So there has to be some kind of reaction. There has to be some kind of gore involved with that. And I hope they don't try to dumb it down at all. Just go for it. The game will be so much better for it. Saros, that's that game by Housemarque. Housemarque is the developer that did Returnal. And I liked Returnal, but it was just too much for me. I know that if I spent the time with that game, I would really, really like it, because it's like a third-person bullet hell, which is great. But I don't know. I didn't want to spend the time that I would need to get as into that game as would be required. So something else a little bit more obtainable with my lifestyle would be appreciated. They're a great development studio. Loved Resogun, Ex Machina. They've done some amazing games, so I know they have it in them. But yeah, Returnal was just a little bit too hardcore for me. But it is a great game. Another one that I need to go back to. There's been rumblings of a Venom game. I know they Insomniac's got all the Marvel licenses now. You know, they've kind of, I don't know, I feel like they've kind of driven Spider-Man into the ground. They need to revitalize it with something. I mean, Spider-Man 2 was just more of the same. Like they need to mix it up or do something co-op, or I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if Venom would even lean into something like that, but again, it would have to be dark. It would have to be mature. They'd have to lean into that a little bit. I don't know if they're willing to do that, you know, and cut out a lot of their install base. I mean, you know, there's a lot of teens and kids that play PlayStation 5. So if you do a mature game, you're cutting them out of the equation. So I don't know if they want to do that. We'll probably get more info about Ghost of Yotei, just because that game's right around the corner. I think people are already playing it and starting to give previews on it and stuff. That game's going to be great. I mean, there's no question in my mind. Ghost of Tsushima was amazing. It's a game I need to go back to, but like, I think I got through like the first chapter or two, but I did like everything, like every side quest, everything you could do in those areas, and I just got burned out on it. I should have just done the main quest and stuck to the storyline, but nope. I had to venture off and do my thing, and I don't know. I think that kind of is what helped me bounce off of that game. I need to go back to that one too. Intergalactic. Do you guys think we're going to see any more info about Intergalactic? That's that game by Naughty Dog, and everybody was all triggered by the bald woman. I don't get the whole, like, not wanting to play as a woman thing. Like, we've been playing as women for how long now? I mean, since Metroid and Tomb Raider, but now it's a problem. Like, I don't, just because she doesn't have hair. I don't really get it. And I've always said, and I'll continue to say it, if it's fun and the gameplay's there, I'm there. I'm going to play the game. If it's not fun and it's boring and it's not engaging, then I'm out. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But as far as Naughty Dog goes, I mean, I don't think I would could ever have more faith in a studio than Naughty Dog. I mean, doing the first Last of Us, the second Last of Us, the gameplay was incredible. You know, the storytelling was, you know, you can say what you want about the second one, but it was, you know, a masterclass in how to do a story. So seeing them take on something sci-fi, I'm really excited about. And what I'm the most excited about with Intergalactic is the combat. At the very end of that teaser trailer, they showed our main character lunging towards a big enemy with a sword. It was like a lightsaber or something. And like the thought of Naughty Dog doing like sword melee combat is very exciting to me because they did the sneaking around shooting thing, you know, there was like shivs and like knives and stuff, but like actually seeing them do like a sword combat game with hopefully like dodge rolling and parrying, and that's very exciting. So I actually hope that we do get to see some of that today. That would be really cool. And I hope that they kind of give the character a different tone that's not so rage-inducing for the internet, because that was pretty bad when they put that first teaser trailer out. So hopefully we'll get some gameplay. That's what I'm hoping. But who knows? They might not even talk about it today. So we'll see. So I know this is a Switch channel, but I want to reiterate that I love all kinds of games. And when it comes down to first-party games, I'm probably more of a Sony guy, to be honest. As far as like Mario and Zelda and Super Smash Brothers, like I play them because they're on the Switch, but like that's not why I come to the Switch at all. I come to the Switch for the third-party stuff, for like the old 360 games and PS3 games that I want to play on the go. Like that's why I go to the Switch. And I've heard rumblings that Sony is talking about making a Switch-like dockable device. And if that's true, I might be all in on that. I was a huge PlayStation Portable fan. I was a huge Vita fan. If they are able to bring some of their biggest first-party games to a native system, I'm going to be very excited about that. Because you know it's going to be powerful, and it's going to have all their first-party IP on there. And I love a lot of them. I mean, I love Uncharted. I love Last of Us, all the Famitsu Ueda games, which, by the way, I hope we hear something about his game today. That would be really cool. Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorites. Knack, obviously, I love Knack. Let's get Knack 3 today. We're going to will it into existence. But yeah, there's a bunch of first-party games on Sony that I love. So having those on the go, wherever I am, would be pretty cool. The one thing that I did realize, though, is that if they do make a Switch-like device, what are the odds of it being physical? Like the games being physical? Probably slim to none, unfortunately. I mean, Sony, back in the day, they even had an all-digital handheld with the PSP Go. So they already did this like 10 years ago. So I wouldn't put it past them to do it again. The problem with the Vita, though, was that the memory cards were way too much, and that kind of killed it. They were so expensive, I remember that. It just, you know, it kind of killed the whole momentum of the Vita. Even though it was a fantastic device, it kind of killed the momentum, and they stopped making games for it, so kind of sad. But I don't know, I like Sony handhelds. The Portal was worthless. Absolutely worthless. I had a Portal for about 6 months, and like I could use it around the house, like it was okay, but like I have a dedicated TV with my PlayStation 5 on it, so using it around the house, I found myself never doing that. So I really bought it to play it, you know, when we're out at like a restaurant or out with my kids or at a hotel. And most of the time I would try to connect, it would just say cannot connect. I'm like, why am I bringing this with me? It's not small. So I had like a big part of my backpack dedicated to this big handheld device, and then when I got to the hotel, it wouldn't even work. So that was kind of a huge fail for me. I know some people like the Portal. I just could not get into it. But hopefully if they actually have a device that is capable of playing it natively, that would fix all that, which would be great. You could play it anywhere. It wouldn't have to just be where you have a strong Wi-Fi connection, because that's what totally killed it for me. No thanks. I did not want that. So we'll see. If they announce something like that today, well, I'd be very excited. As far as God of War goes, I'm not a big God of War guy. I played the old ones back in the day, and there were too many puzzles. Like, the combat was really fun, but it would always devolve into like, oh cool, that was a great boss battle. Now move these crates around so you can jump up to a higher ledge, you know? And I was hoping they were going to take out all that stuff when they rebooted the franchise for the PS4 God of War, and they did not. The combat, again, was really fun, really visceral, but then you were constantly having to use your axe to solve problems and puzzles. Breaking those like vines on the trees and stuff. Oh my gosh. That was not fun. I'm still waiting for a game where they get rid of all of the puzzle elements, and they just keep it to the bread and butter, just the action. That's what I want. Get rid of all this other stuff and just give me what we want, the action. Keep your puzzles in your puzzle games. The action game should be just action. I mean, Spider-Man had that problem too. They'd be like, all right, go to the top of this building and like solve this problem. Like, what? Like, I don't want to be doing math problems in a Spider-Man game. Credit to Insomniac though, they actually let people skip them, which was great. I skipped as many as I could. I was like, skip. I just want to get back to swinging around and having fun. So that was good. They gave us the option for that. But still, take them out of the game. I just feel like they're there to just pad the length and just make the game longer. Just let us have fun. Let us enjoy swinging around the world. So I did want to make an announcement. I put a post up on my page, but I'm not sure if everybody saw it. So on Friday, in 2 days, I'm going to be going to South Carolina to visit family for about 6 days. And while I'm there, I am going to drive up to North Carolina to the Limited Run store. I'm very excited about that. I've never been to the Limited Run store. I haven't been to the East Coast in a long time. I actually grew up in New Jersey, but we haven't been back in years and years and years. So it'll be good to get back on the East Coast. I'm gonna bring lots of money. Hopefully bring some games to trade in to help ease the burn of spending so much money at the store. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be making a bunch of videos there, hopefully doing a live stream from there. Just super happy that I'm finally going to be able to go. I'm very excited about that. So that'll be cool. And while I'm gone, I have 2 videos that are scheduled to go up. They're already on the computer and ready to go. Hopefully you guys will enjoy those. Some of my adventures from the past week or so. Made them into videos, and hopefully you guys will have those to watch while I'm gone. I'll be getting footage, but I obviously won't have my computer or anything, so I won't be able to make my normal videos. But I'll be getting lots of footage and stuff for new videos, so that'll be cool. As for what I'm bringing, I'm probably going to bring I keep going back on whether to bring the Switch OLED or the Switch 2. I love the OLED. I have that 1.5 terabyte card in there. It's really cool. I have a ton of games on there. My Switch 2 only has a 256 in it, so I can't fit as many games. Or I was thinking about bringing the Steam Deck. This is the first trip that I've had the Steam Deck for. So I was thinking about bringing the Steam Deck, but it's really huge. And I'm definitely going to rather play the Switch 2. So I would never just bring the Steam Deck. So if I bring the Steam Deck, I'll have to bring the Steam Deck and the Switch. I don't know if I want to have that much, bring that much technology in my bag on the plane, but I might. It might be fun to mess with. It's because I've never had a Steam Deck. Well, I've been on a trip before, so it might be kind of fun. The Steam Deck's been interesting. It's just dipping my toes into the PC waters. But I've been shocked, like, how many games I'll buy or install and they just, like, don't work. Like, they just don't work. And they have, like, these little pictures next to all the games that say if they're compatible with Steam Deck, if they're great on Steam Deck, if they work really well, if they don't. Like, you gotta follow that stuff like crazy. If it doesn't say great on Steam Deck, I won't even buy it now. Because, I'll load up a game and it'll say, like, new game, continue, old, like, settings, extras or whatever, and you hit the down button and, like, nothing happens. So you have to, like, go and download, like, a controller configuration, and it's a mess. So unless a game just says it's great on Steam Deck, I just steer clear at this point. But it stinks because a lot of the games that I really want to play are not great on Steam Deck, so that's been kind of frustrating. But I haven't, like, ventured into putting ROMs on it or any of that stuff, primarily because I have this guy. I've got this Retroid right here. It's Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. I mean, I watch a lot of these channels about emulation devices, and it seems like they come out with, like, a new one every week. It's like every week there's a new emulation device, and they all do pretty much the same thing. It's always like, oh, well, this one's got a better D-pad, or this one's got analog triggers, or this one's got a dual screen, but they all kind of play the same games. So I've kind of bowed out of that race. I'm just sticking with this guy because I can dock this. I have a dock for it. It's filled with games. I love it. It's great. So I might bring this too. So I'll bring this. I'll probably just bring this in the Switch, to be honest. I think my Steam Deck will be staying at home. Staying here and watching over the house. Alright, what are the odds we get a Knack 3 today? Is there any chance we get a Knack 3? Any chance at all? Let's pray to the Knack gods. Oh God, please bring Knack 3 to this state of play, because the first 2 games are amazing and totally underrated. Amen. Alright, we'll see if it works. I doubt it, but we'll see. Yeah, I put up a bunch of videos today. I put up a video this morning, and then I made a short today to go up while I was gone, and I accidentally published it, so I was like, forget it. so that's up. And now I'm making this live stream, so lots of fun. It's been a fun day. Looking forward to this one. I don't know. PlayStation's just been not my favorite this generation. I loved the PS4. I really liked the PS4. Before the Switch came out and won me over, the PS4 was my jam. I still love the PS4. It's my favorite PlayStation console. Like, far and away. PlayStation 5 is the worst. There's no games for it. Like, what's come out this year? Like a bunch of Xbox games? Like Forza Horizon? Like the best-selling games on PlayStation right now are Xbox games. And Xbox is just giving their exclusives away and raising the price of their consoles when nobody wanted to buy them in the first place. Like, nobody was buying a Series X for $500. Nobody. You know? They're like, I know what we should do. You know this console that we have that nobody's buying? Let's increase the price of it. That'll sell more, right? Oh yeah, another better idea. Let's get rid of all of our games. All of our IP and exclusives that people buy our consoles for. Let's just give them to Switch and Sony. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't get it. I don't know. Alright, we got 8 minutes. Let's see what happens here. I'm getting excited. Let's make sure this sounds good real quick before we get in. It's almost there. Seems a little loud, hold on. I was gonna ask when I do, but I can't. So we'll do this. Just gonna lower it just a tad. It seems a little loud. There, hopefully that's good. All right. I have to admit, all of these state of plays, I'm usually very underwhelmed. Very. So, I mean, a big part of that's because I'm not a big, like, Sony guy. I don't know what it is. Like, they just, I don't know. A lot of stuff that they're doing doesn't click with me either. Like, they've been putting a lot of stock into, like, live service games and, like, you know, all these games with, like, roadmaps, and they had Concord, and they ended up, you know, shelving Concord. And now they're trying to work on this fair game dollar sign. Like, I mean, anyone could have seen that first trailer and said, this is a bad idea. You should not do this. You're going to lose money on this. And now, you know, Haven Software is gone, and Jade Raven is fired. And I mean, they say she left on her own accord, but, like, she left before they even made a game. That's not a good sign. It's like, hey, let's see your first game. Oh, you're gone. We can't even see what you did. I'm hoping that they saw what happened with Concord, and they're like, yeah, this needs to not happen again, because they lost so much money with Concord. Oh my gosh. I have to admit, I was kind of loving just watching that whole thing go down. I just thought it was so funny. And I remember, like, right after Concord came out, I went into a GameStop and I saw a copy of it. I was like, should I get it? Because I kind of had a feeling that things were going to go sideways, and I didn't. And I know, like, Concord copies were like $400 at one point. I don't think anyone cares anymore. But it would still be kind of cool to have one of those in your collection. Like the biggest blunder in video game history, having like a graded one or something. That'd be really funny. But that was another game. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Well, I can tell you who. It was that Herman Hulst, the guy that used to be the head of Guerrilla, that makes Horizon. That was like his baby, apparently. And he was like thinking it was going to be bigger than Star Wars. I don't know. These guys make these big bucks and they make bonehead decisions. I don't really get it. So I don't know. We'll see. Other things that we're going to be doing. I've never subscribed to the PlayStation Now, or I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. PlayStation, was it Platinum or something? So it's like a monthly fee and then you get access to a lot of games. But the problem is, if you cancel the subscription, you can't play the games anymore. So they just want you to like constantly be paying and paying and paying. And I'm not down with that. That's why I couldn't do that with Game Pass either. You know, I was a big Xbox guy before I gave it to my son. And now I would just have Game Pass whenever there was a game that I wanted to play on it. And then after I played the game, I would just cancel Game Pass. Like, I'm not going to keep paying you all this money and I'm not going to get anything for it. Like, that's ridiculous. You just pay into these subscription services perpetually. You never get anything for it. It's kind of crazy. All right, 3 minutes. So there is one game that I'm really hoping to find at the limited run store, but I don't think it's out yet. They announced it and they did pre-orders and I didn't jump on it. And now I'm kicking myself. I want to get High on Life for Switch. And I don't even think that they've like shipped it out yet. So I don't even think there's any hope of them having it at the store. But I'm going to cross my fingers anyway. I want to get it for Switch. I think you can still get it for PS5 and Xbox, but you know me, I want the Switch one. So that's my big hope that we can get. So if we get that, it'll be awesome. Just making sure this is working. There it goes. Okay. But yeah, so people on one of the videos I made a comment that like they didn't like the games I was picking in my pickup videos. Like, dude, it's okay to have a different opinion. It's fine. And every once in a while, I just feel like buying a bad, weird game. I'm sorry. That's just me. The weirder the game is, the more I like it usually. You know, that's the cool thing about games. There's games for everybody. I have a lot of games that I like that a lot of people don't. I like Mind's Eye. I thought Mind's Eye was excellent. I think Balan Wonderworld is an excellent game. I had fun with it. Sorry. I just did. I know every button does the same thing in that game, but that's the way it was designed, you know? I love the colors, love the music. I love going back to old levels with new costumes you unlock. It's cool. I don't know. And then Knack, like, I don't know why Knack gets so much hate. I think it's just because of how he looks, like the character. Excuse me. I just think everybody sees Knack and they're like, this guy looks derpy, you know? He looks like a joke. He looks like a meme. But like the gameplay of the Knack games is really good. The first one especially was pretty tough, I remember. I remember dying a ton in the first Knack. And then the second one has co-op. So it's like a co-op beat 'em up. It's so fun. I really think if they just like changed the character design of Knack, we would all think very differently about Knack. But alright. So here we're gonna will Knack 3 into existence. Come on, Knack 3, let's go. we're gonna get our Knack. We got Ghost of Tsushima coming into Ghost of Yotei. It's gonna be excellent. I know it is. Intergalactic. See if we can get some intergalactic news. Wolverine. What's Ben's studio up to? We haven't heard what they're doing for a long time. The Days Gone developers. Maybe we'll have something about them. That'd be cool. All right. Good luck to everybody. I hope everybody has a game or an announcement that makes them really excited. And I hope for me, they announce Knack 3. We'll see. Wolverine. Says mature. This looks like Soros. This is the Housemarque game.
Every time the sun dies, time stretches and tears.
I like the look of it. It looks like Doom. It's like Doom the Dark Ages.
Signal corrupted.
Yeah, this is totally Housemarque.
Is that the thing from the ridge?
Confirmed.
So far, it just looks like Returnal in like a desert.
Hey
Pretty
everyone,
much.
how's it going? I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we are thrilled to show off this first look of gameplay for Saros running on PS5. Saros builds on Returnal's award-winning action and tells the emotional and haunting story of Arjun Devraz's drive for answers on the shape-shifting planet of Carcosa.
It looks a little too close to Returnal, to be honest. Ooh, they're gonna have to do something to set
Here we
this
show
apart a
one of
little
our
bit.
exciting combat features, the Soltari shield. By holding R1, you can defend yourself and absorb projectiles.
It even moves like Returnal.
By absorbing projectiles, you can now hit back hard using your power weapon. By holding the adaptive trigger on L2, you'll be able to destroy enemies using Eclipse-driven weaponry.
I will say, the controller for PS5 is probably the best thing about it. Everybody needs to copy that. However, I hate the battery life, so maybe I'm wrong. Give us the option in every controller to have that feedback.
Mark it on the map.
Here is a Soltari hololog, where you can learn more about lost Carcosa.
I'll try to forget.
Hold up.
Is that the lady from
I will
Returnal?
fight you. I promise.
I was kind of hoping this was going to be something like, I don't know, wildly different. It really just looks like Returnal again. I'm sure it's going to be hard. It looks cool, but like, I don't know. Returnal did too.
This is Second Chance, where you can be revived on first death to get straight back into the action.
So maybe they're doing
Chance
things
is
to make it more
part of the
approachable, a
progression
little bit
system,
easier.
which means you will always come back stronger.
So you should just be dying on purpose then. I think they've shown enough of this already. This is only like 38 minutes, I think, right? It's got baby hands.
The sun is forever.
They've been around 30
Hope you
years.
loved that first
Wow.
look at gameplay. We're looking forward to revealing more on our mysterious and moving story and our amazing ensemble cast of NPCs in the coming months. Next year is when you'll be able to play Saros on PS5 and enhanced for PS5.
Is this going to be
Pro.
$70?
Thanks for watching. We can't wait to share more from.
Because I remember
all the
everybody
team
was
working
pissed
on
at
Saros.
Returnal when it was $70. Because Housemarque was making like indie games like Next Machina and Resogun for like 15, 20 bucks. And then all of a sudden they put out this game that's like 70. I remember there was some blowback about that. But Returnal was really good. A lot of people loved it, so maybe that will give them some grace. I always think of George Soros. I can't like not think of that. All right, Soros. March 2026. We already knew about that. I'm glad they gave us a little bit more info, but I don't know. Sony is never good at like starting the state of plays. They would just kind of like limp into it, you know. Yes, that's what we're watching. Disco Elysium.
You actually want to deploy her? You cannot be serious.
Cascade is one of our most highly trained operants.
Yeah, this is Disco Elysium, and it's getting a
Shelved
sequel.
For 5 years. The
Another
party's
game I
one
tried to get
turns a
into
failure.
but couldn't.
She won't have to do it alone. Her old squad is still out there.
I thought they'd all been ripped to shreds.
Probably. But she can scrape what's left of them back together. Lead them
I
to
heard
their
such
death
amazing
or
things
never
about the
again.
first game.
And what
I
if
tried it
she
on
did
Xbox.
cheesy like last time?
There's just so much talking. I tried, and now I have it on Switch. I tried. I don't think I'm meant to play this game. Just too much talking.
I guess.
I don't have patience
She's a
anymore.
pathetic, fragile embarrassment.
I come to games for satisfying
Her
gameplay.
methods are so
I
unhinged.
appreciate that they have cool stories and stuff, but like,
But they get results, no?
if it's not like combined with
Don't
really,
mention
really
self-get
engaging
results.
gameplay, I usually bounce.
Show a little faith. We're at the end of history. Everything that could go wrong already has.
It has a really nice art style. That's not Disco Elysium. Maybe it's just like, has a different name, I guess? No. Is Flight Simulator coming to PS5? Xbox, why are you giving away every one of your exclusives? I mean, I'm happy about that because I loved this game. I really had a good time with this game. And it was one of the games that I was very sad to sell when I got rid of all my Xbox stuff. But, like, why are they giving everything away? They saw how much money they made with Forza Horizon. They're like, let's give them all of our games. Are we going to see Halo with this thing? We see Master Chief's helmet pop up. Oh, man. Their trailers are always amazing. They always pick the best music. I really loved playing this game on Xbox. It was so cool. Tried to find my house, and then I flew over my old middle school. I really got emotional playing it. It was cool. It's coming in a couple months. The game's amazing. I'm glad more people are going to play it. It's not really much of a game, though. It really isn't. PlayStation VR 2 support. Ooh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
100 meters in closing.
I got 2, east side.
I got 3 west side. Frame shoot. On the T of execute. 3, 2, 1. Execute.
This already looks like a game I'm not going to play. Yep, Battlefield. Yep.
The world, as
No
it's
thanks.
commonly known, has crumbled. Alliances that held since the end of World War II.
I don't have time to get good at these games.
Dagger, this is
and called names by 12-year-olds. No, thank you.
Succeed, they will have secured the most strategic rock.
Good noob.
Want to help our friends take back this rock?
How about I just don't play it? How about that? And that's the sad truth. Is like the toxic online communities is what pushes me away from these games. You gotta play these with friends. If you play with randos, forget it. It's not a fun experience.
Pay for this.
But we don't know how high
I feel like these games always look really good, then they come out and everyone hates them. You know what I mean?
This is it. I know what I gotta do.
Isn't that what happened with the last one? It looked amazing, and then it came out and everyone said it was garbage.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. Sean and I are back to share news.
Hopefully they
and
learn their
release dates
lesson.
for games coming to PS5.
But first, thanks to EA and
Well, this has been
Battlefield
really bad
Studios
so
for that
far.
new
They
look
better
at
get
the
going.
single-player campaign for Battlefield 6. It launches
This has been like
October
every
10th
state
on
of play
PS5.
usually is.
Now, let's celebrate one of my favorite games of all time, which is marking its 25th anniversary this year.
Nope. Oh, is this System Shock 2?
Deus Ex.
Oh, Deus
Returns.
Ex.
This PS5 remaster is a collaboration.
Nice.
between
Okay,
Eidos and
that's cool.
Aspyr, the studio behind remastered
That game
classics
deserves to
like
be
Tomb Raider and
remastered.
Souls.
On its way back to the people.
It still doesn't look great.
You play as JC Denton,
Don't tell me you're going to wear your
an augmented operative working to uncover the truth.
Yeah, this one's
This new
awesome.
version adds enhanced visuals, overhauled controls,
Barely.
and support for key PS5 features.
It still looks like a
tracking
PS2 game.
Deus Ex influenced a generation of RPGs with its emphasis on choice and consequence.
Yeah, that's really cool.
No
That was a good pick to
playthroughs unfold the
remaster.
same. Deus Ex Remastered arrives on
February?
PS5
Oh, come
early next
on.
year.
I was hoping it was gonna be a
It's
shadow
almost
drop.
Halloween, and you know what they say? Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Halloween the game.
Death comes to Haddonfield.
This is gonna be another one of those like
Halloween
online
the
games
game.
like Friday the
Tribute to
13th
John
that like
Carpenter
is just shut
classic.
down after a year or two.
The team at Ilphonic invites players to an asymmetrical
Ilphonic,
horror
yep, it's the
sandbox
same-
where
same
you can play as
company.
a civilian survivor or Michael Myers himself. In each game, it's up to you as survivors
It's better just to steer clear of these
safely
online
tackle
games because
townsfolk
once
to
the player
hunt them
count goes down,
as Michael
you can't play them
Myers.
anymore.
He possesses
Your game
unique
is worthless.
abilities like shape jump, allowing him to move around the map
They
unseen
probably won't even sell a
about
physical, to
where
be
you
honest.
least expect him.
They shouldn't of all these like required online games.
It's up to you to lead townsfolk to safety, find a phone, and call the police for help. Civilians can also scavenge for gear and weapons to help them survive when they inevitably cross paths with the unstoppable Michael Myers. Become the boogeyman or protect his victims.
Again, I can't
when
get down with
Halloween
online
the Game
games.
launches on September 8th, 2026.
It's a year away. Why are we talking about it now?
Two big announcements from 11th Hour Games. First, their hit action RPG Last Epoch
I'm
is
still
in
reeling from
development
that.
for PS5.
That's a year from now?
Dungeon Crawler is known for its extensive skill
Why are they
customization,
talking about it now?
deep and rewarding loot system, and massive.
Is this an action
untapped
RPG?
world.
Ooh.
You'll battle through the past, taking down gods and
This looks like
toppling the first
Diablo. I'm down
empires
with
to
this.
Save the world from its ruined future.
I'm so down with this.
As for that second announcement,
I missed the name because I was mad about Halloween being a year from now. Excuse me. What's this?
Last Epoch's first major expansion, Orobis, will arrive at the same time as the upcoming PS5.
They're talking about this Last Epoch thing like we've heard of it before. Like, is this a thing? I didn't even know this was a thing. Looks
The
fun.
Seven Deadly Sins Origin is an open-world RPG based on the beloved Japanese series, offering a vast single-player campaign.
I was not expecting that name to
multiplayer
look like a
areas
game
where
like this.
Cooperation and exploration go hand in hand.
Ooh.
Follow in the footsteps of
Real-time
Tristan,
combat?
the Prince of Britannia, and play an original story you can experience only in the game. Capture creatures, go fishing, cook your own meals, mine resources, and craft new items as you explore Britannia
Looks
on
fun.
your own. Or step beyond the open world to tackle dungeons with a team of up to 4 other players.
This looks fun.
In a
4-player
multiverse
action
that
RPG.
transcends time and space. Original heroes join forces with beloved characters from the series to embark on a grand adventure.
I don't know why we get so many anime games. We don't need all this. I wish they weren't.
Venture out alone or with
January.
friends when the 7 Deadly Sins Origin arrives on January 28th.
Is anything coming out this year? Like, what are they doing the rest of this year? This one
Two
is.
iconic characters finally meet.
But it's
in
coming to
Sonic
everything.
Racing Crossworlds, launching on PS5 tomorrow.
And what is the point of having a PS5 at this point?
Mega Man and his trusty vehicle, the Rush Roadster, join the lineup as part of the Mega Man
can't play anything
DLC pack
portably.
that arrives early next year.
They have like no exclusives. Nothing's coming out for it. I
Proto
don't know
Man
what they're
also
doing.
speeds into the pack. Also included is a stunning reimagining of Dr. Wily's castle from
Ooh,
the
they're
Mega
talking about
Man
Mega Man. Let's do it. Legends 3
Familiar
collection.
sounds
Let's
will take
go.
Players back to some of Mega Man's most memorable adventures.
Let's do a Mega Man Legends.
The Mega Man DLC pack comes to PS5 next year as part of the Season Pass and Digital
Everything's
Deluxe
next year.
Edition. The early unlock period is already underway, so Digital Deluxe Edition owners can get into Sonic Racing Cross.
I feel like we've had so many
right
racing
now.
games. We had Mario Kart, now we got Sonic, now we got
Up next,
Kirby. Like,
2 announcements from Koei Tecmo Games, including a release date for Neo 3.
Neo. Oh,
It is
these games are too hard.
who will be Shogun.
Kurimatsu, why?
You'll never understand.
They're just like
what
Dark
it
Souls.
means.
We need more of those games. I don't have the patience to die to a boss 80
I am
times.
Himiko. On my honor as queen, I shall defeat Kiriko.
My timeless friend, I trust you. Nothing will stop me from becoming Shogun. So long
I don't get it.
radiance exists, my
Like, how many Souls games do we need? I miss the day of like PS2, PS3, like hack and slash games.
To rule, one must prove their might.
The light of hope.
That aren't all like punishingly difficult.
You wish to become
I don't have the time or patience. At least put like an easy mode in the game.
Maybe you don't want
For
to.
people like me that don't have the time to
What
mess with
makes
it.
a Shogun anyway?
I want to see your game. Like, just make it easier so I can blow through it. Like, Another Crab's Treasure. That game had an easy mode where you one-shot at everything. It was cool. I feel like nobody talked about Neo 2 when it came out. Neo 1, I remember everybody saying was really good. And then 2 came out, it was like crickets. So I didn't think they were ever going to make a 3. You know what they should make a third of? Is Knack. This looks like Dynasty Warriors. Are they remastering the old one? Is this 4? 3? A collection? What is it? No. Oh my gosh, they remastered them. It's been a good couple weeks for Dynasty Warriors fans. First I heard Origins is coming to Switch 2. Now we got this. I'm still not clear what this is exactly. What's a 3 remaster? Let's go. I'm all over that. When is it? Like 2 years from now, probably? It'll come out in 2027. Ooh, all right. I can wait a couple months. That's cool. That's awesome. So far, that's the best announcement they've had.
Another
Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered. Let's go. Why do I feel like this art style looks familiar? Looks like Scarlet Nexus, doesn't it?
Our current world.
That game. That game was really good. Like nobody played it. It bombed.
Strictly forbidden.
What is this? Ooh, it's bloody. I like that. Real-time combat, like that. And the combat looks nice. Look at that sword. The size of a building.
It's time I faced my past. Let's go.
Open world? Is that just a cutscene? This looks really fun. I don't know what this is. I'm down with whatever game this is. Looks cool. Oh, Code Vein 2? That was a Souls-like, wasn't it? Code Vein? Ugh. So it's gonna be like super hard and frustrating again. Alright, that looked really good. I'd be down for trying that.
Back in June, we debuted Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, right here on State of Play.
Yep.
Today, we're joined by the game's director, followed by news from other special guests who are
Dude.
joining us just as Tokyo Game Show kicks off in Japan.
I know a lot of people are excited for this. This is not my bag.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジータクティクスイバリースクロニクルズのディレクター前広です。
Cannot get into tactics games. It's like chess.
オリジナル
No
のファイナ
thanks.
ルファンタジータクティクスから30年近く経った今でも多くの方がこのタイトルをお気に入りの一本として挙げてくださっており、オリジナルスタッフの一人として大変嬉しく思っています。今回
I love when they give the developers a spotlight. That's
再び
cool.
皆様にお届けできることに我々もワクワクしています。フルボイスや難易度調整など
Wow, that's nice looking.
これまで遊んだことがないプレイヤーの方にも
It's like watercolor. It's really pretty. That's cool.
様々な工夫を
The game looks nothing like it. Yeah. That's about right.
For me. I see your words for what they are.
どなたでも楽しんでいただける内容となっておりますので、ぜひ遊んで
You know, if I can find this for cheap, I might try it. Just because everyone always talks about this game. It's supposed to be amazing. I did like Advance Wars when I was younger. Maybe I would get like this. I don't know. I just don't have much connection to the source material. September 30th. Alright, that's in like, what, a week? Yeah.
Now then, shall we play?
This is like Let Me Die or whatever that Die game is.
Uncle さん、いよいよ発表できる時が来ました。
Was it called like Let It Die or something like that? Let It Die, yeah.
インフェルノです。
Some people loved this game.
正当後継作品ってことですね。
はい。開発チーム頑張ってます。
Some people really liked this game.
近接アクションとローグライトを軸に PVPVE の仕組みを取り入れた。
Yeah, I believe it's all online, so you have to play it online with other people, which was the deal breaker for me.
巨大な穴を探索するレイダーとなり、たくさんの恐ろしい怪物や他のプレイヤーのレイダーたちが入り乱れているフィールドを探索し、
Looks really bloody and fun though.
今度は地獄なんですね。
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does have an offline mode. If so, maybe I'll give it a try. Wasn't it like free or something? I think it was like a free game, but like it was like riddled with microtransactions. I think that's what it was.
キャラクターのボディすらロストします。
相変わらず理不尽だね。
はい。
I don't know, man. This direct so far has been underwhelming to say the least. They better end with something big. Knack 3, let's go. I'm like the only one in the world that would freak out and be happy about that. Microtransactions.
All right. The start of a whole new world.
So hardcore. Wow. Suisha Games. Yeah, so far, yeah, my favorite announcement is still Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. It's pretty sad. I like the art style a lot. It's very unique. You'll be able to tell a shot of this game what it is right away. Looks like old, like ancient texts. cool. I've been burned before by games with really cool art styles, and then you play the game and you're like, Plucky Squire, I'm looking at you. That game looked so cool, and playing it was like, oh, I wish this game was as fun as the art style is cool. Chrono Script. Next year. That one looks fun. With all these little indie games, I always wonder, are they coming to Switch? If it's coming to Switch, I'll just wait. If not, I'll get on Steam Deck. They're never really good about telling you if this is like a Sony exclusive, if it's going somewhere, if it's the time exclusive. You kind of just have to like figure it out.
奥の深いダークファンタジーとして皆さんにお届けできる予定です。終わらない物語がテーマですが、開発はしっかりと終わらせます。
If the gameplay can match up to the cleverness of the art, it'll be amazing. Coming to PS5. Anywhere else? Anything that has a 2 at the end of it, like Switch 2?
Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written by our own hand.
Pearl Abyss.
We fight those who wield power to prey on the weak.
Should I know what this is already?
Who think
Because I don't think I do.
That is what it means to be a Greyman. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out your Greyman comrades. Uncover the truth that lies within. And let your heart speak.
Looks cool.
Without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one. We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle. Fight! Fight for Pywell!
Alright, so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. As long as it's not like a crushingly hard Souls-like, I probably am.
Nor glory, nor pride.
Really looks nice. Flying machines, action combat, cool medieval setting, cool monster designs.
Remember who you are, and let it guide your path.
What is this?
For at the end of it, you will find the
Dragon's
answers.
Dogma 3. Crimson Desert. Oh, isn't that like online game? I hope not. That looked really fun. If it's single player, I'm down. If it's online, no thanks. What is this? Oh, it's gaming audio. Elevate speakers. I usually have my game sound off because I'm watching a YouTube video or a podcast anyway, so. People ask me, like, how is the music in that game? And I'm like, I heard it was pretty good. I'm like, I'm sure it was great. I didn't hear any of it. 3D audio. Sure. Does anybody play their PS5 on like a computer desk like that? I mean, if you're playing them on PC, I guess. Sit on a couch. Yeah, who has a setup like that? Wait, what? It connects to the portal? Well, if the price of those earbuds are any indication, the earbuds were $200. And you could only use them, or no, maybe. I know you couldn't use regular Bluetooth earbuds on the portal. You had to use their $200 one.
And I'm Kristen Zatani.
That was your first look at the Pulse Elevate.
If that's any indication, those things are going to be like $500.
Experience to your desktop with planar magnetic drivers and PlayStation Link wireless technology.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Visit PlayStation blog for even more details.
Now, let's check in on what's next for PlayStation Plus. Up first is the October monthly.
Oh, Plus, that's what it's called. PlayStation
Creepy
Plus.
and captivating Alan Wake
Yeah, I haven't
just
subbed to
in time
this
for
in
spooky
like
season, with Goat Simulator 3
years.
and Cocoon rounding out the list. These all arrive for PlayStation Plus.
Alan
Essential
Wake 2
bundles
looks
on
so
October 7th.
boring. Everyone says it's amazing. I watched Josh play it and I was like, you couldn't pay me to play this.
You remember me. The Last of Us Day is this Friday, September
What?
26th.
Last of Us
As part of
Day?
Naughty Dog and PlayStation's annual celebration of this beloved series, we are
It's not
thrilled
that
to confirm
good.
the addition of The Last of Us Part 2 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
We don't let anybody stop us.
Such a shame. That first game was
For
so
PS5
good.
members, this includes The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, the definitive way to experience
Who
Ellie
cares?
and Abby's story.
That game is so
alongside
old. No one
additions like the
cares.
roguelike survival mode.
That should have been on PlayStation Plus years ago.
Our update to the PlayStation Plus.
This is
Classics
cooler to
catalog
me,
is
their
extra
older
exciting
stuff
for
coming to
fans
the
of
new
fighting
consoles.
games and the number 3. Tekken 3 from the original PlayStation
No one cares.
and Soul Calibur 3 from
No
the
one
PS2
cares.
are coming to the service later this
Ugh,
year.
these fighting games.
Also arriving this year, another all-time classic from the PS2, Tomb Raider Anniversary.
No. No.
And up next, a special message from the creator behind one of PlayStation's
was
most
it?
iconic franchises.
Come on. Boy, this is bad. God. This has been really bad. Oh no. There's driving. Gran Turismo, really? No. Everyone's moved on to Forza, dude. Forza trumped you. Forza's better. Sorry. It's on your console now. I'm giving up. I would like to announce that I've given up because Forza Horizon's way better. All their time, like, you know, putting microphones in cars and taking 18 years to make like one game has not paid off. Boy, this dude must love cars. Can you imagine what his garage must look like? I'm not that guy. If my car gets me from A to B, I'm happy. We have this kid on our street. He can like identify every car he sees. He's like, oh, that's this and that's that, and I'm like, yeah, there's one with 4 wheels. I have no idea. I'm not a car guy at all. Yeah, it sold a lot because there was no competition, dude. Now you got Forza. What are you gonna do? Is this their new game right here? Is there a car under there? It's gonna break out of the rock. This is another controller. Kratos. Is there a new game to come out with that 20th anniversary? They can show us right here. Maybe. Let's see. I don't even know what happened at the end of the last one. Did he die and is like Atreyu the...
Longer than I can remember.
Wolverine, sweet. Alright. Did Kratos die at the end of the last one? I don't even know. You can spoil it for me, I don't care.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man.
Finally something interesting. It's bloody. It had to be. Oh wow, it's really bloody. That looks awesome.
Doesn't matter where
wow. City settings. So I'm not a big comic book guy. Like, why is Wolverine just like murdering everybody?
How far I run. Death's always waiting.
It's looking really good though. Why do I feel like this game is gonna be like 6 hours long? I feel like you're gonna be able to like beat it in an evening.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
I feel like they announced this game so long ago. Next year. So what's coming this year? Is there really nothing? Man. They're putting all their eggs in the 2026 basket.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character?
Yeah, they clearly
in
are.
the comics?
They're not shying away from the violence.
Working with
That's true.
Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator.
I don't know if I've ever even seen
So Wolverine
like a
doesn't
Wolverine
really
movie.
remember a lot of his
I don't know
life,
much
and
about the
that's got to be an
character. I was a
extremely
huge Spider-Man guy.
frustrating aspect.
I just knew that
ball of
Wolverine was
rage
the guy
and
with the
fury,
with
but
the
then
with
he could turn
the
on a dime and he
with the
could be
claws.
very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
Looks
That level
stupid,
of acting
actually.
and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvel's Wolverine. That's not bad. That one sort of works.
Why do they need an
Guys
actor?
out there
Can't they just
know
like
what
make a guy?
Wolverine
Like,
is.
I don't understand.
My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as it applies to our story. People hurt
I just think
him,
it's weird when
people
these
take
game
from
companies
him,
actually
people
get like
betray
real
him.
people to
He
act.
still
I mean, this,
fights for people who can't
like,
fight
you
for
just make
themselves.
the character look however you
It's
want.
one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
They couldn't afford
The
a Hugh
entire game
Jackman,
is
I
built
guess.
around staying true to
Why don't
the
they just say
Wolverine
that?
experience.
Guys,
And
we
then
couldn't
how do we wanna
afford
put our
Hugh
Insomniac
Jackman,
stamp
so we
on
got
that?
this
How do we
guy
wanna
that,
put our
you
own
know,
spin and
didn't
creativity,
require as much
but
pay.
still give something that's new and fresh
I mean,
that
that's
fans are going to be
that's really what
excited
it
about.
is.
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
Yeah, I hope there's like breakable
You
environments.
can
Yeah, it
see
looks
it in
really
the
cool.
trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
It's exciting that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Wolverine is a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll
looks
see
good.
the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where
I'm way
Logan
more.
is
I mean,
sliding
I'm
down
way
that
more into
rooftop
this
and
than
you
if
can
they had
see
just
the
made
breath
like
of
another,
Madripoor in Lowtown.
you know,
It's
run-of-the-mill
always nice
Spider-Man
teasing
game.
the depth
So I'm way
and
more
the
into this.
amount
I
of
love
characters
action
that we'll be seeing
combat. I
in the
love
game.
gore.
Omega Red makes an
I'm
appearance.
all over
Mystique is
this.
there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's
that shot is
Wolverine
great.
is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
That was the best shot,
Making that
for
special,
sure.
Making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played.
See, how cool would it be if this
That's a
game
tough job.
came to Switch
What's
2?
so cool
Oh.
for me is there was this one section of the game I got to try. It was just visceral, immediate, and so incredibly satisfying. And I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past
That's the
games.
cover?
It has a sense of urgency and
I
forward
don't know about
movement
that.
and rage and fury, and
I don't
that's
know about that.
One of the cool things about Insomniac is they are probably the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a creative
They're just like hanging out in the bar from the first trailer, from the first
for over
teaser.
a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time, and that was always the goal: making games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited.
They should ask them,
but
are
I'm
you
also
going to
really excited
shoehorn
about it. I'm
puzzles
really
into
proud
this
of what
game?
we made. We are focused on making the best.
Yeah, the action looks
Wolverine
great. Hey, you know what we should do? We should do like a math
Everyone
puzzle
at
right now.
Insomniac Games and the Wolverine team especially.
Wolverine goes into a
Thank you
room
for
and he has to
taking
do
time to watch our trailer.
a sliding
Can't
puzzle.
wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
That's what Insomniac does. Is there a really boring character that you can force us to play as in the Wolverine universe, like Mary Jane, in the Spider-Man, the Spider-Man games? That's it, huh? So nothing this year. Nothing big this year. That's crazy. They had like no games this year. Everything's next year. Man.
Maybe you don't want it enough.
If they don't have like a Switch-like portable device for the next console generation, I'm out. I'm out. One of the biggest games in this thing was an Xbox game.
My fight will continue.
That's coming to PlayStation. And my game of the show was a remaster of Dynasty Warriors 3. Oh, man. Wolverine looks good. I just feel like that's so far off. I almost wish they wouldn't tell us about these games until they got closer. Well, my willing Knack 3 into existence was not fruitful. I tried. So, what we learned from this is that Sony has no plans for this year. Everything's next year and beyond, probably. I don't know. I don't know why I bought a PS5. I really don't. Especially now that I have now that I have a Switch 2. Like, a lot of these games could probably play on that. And I could play it portably. So, if I had a choice, I would want it on Switch 2. I don't know. I'm excited about the Dynasty Warriors 3 remake, which is kind of crazy to say out loud. Wolverine looks good. I'll definitely check out Wolverine. Let me get out of this. But, yeah.
Well, Kamala Harris is on
What the heck is going on?
for her new book, 107 Days. That's hitting shelves today.
Get out of
She's
here.
pointing fingers at just about everyone for her loss to President Trump. Everyone except.
Sorry. Yeah, that was a little bit underwhelming, guys. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. I was really hoping that they were going to have some kind of big thing that was coming out this year that was going to justify having a PS5 this year. But there really wasn't. So, sorry to be a downer, but that was pretty rough. Yeah, I don't know. I hope all you guys had something in that was that was worthwhile, because for me that was a little rough. But Wolverine does look good. I'll give it that. So,